Hey guys, welcome to the Timer Scam, the fighting game podcast.
Yeah, the only one.
The only fighting
The
game
only one
podcast.
right now, because I don't see any right now.
My name is Sebastian.
And my name is Josh, Lord Joshua.
Yeah, my tag is the Cursive Shark on Twitch. If you're watching this right now, you're probably watching it on my Twitch.
What's up, stream? What's up, Jeff?
Hey, so we're going to be doing this. We're going to be recording this on Tuesdays, but we're going to be streaming it on Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're just doing introductions today pretty much, and like probably a little bit more talk or whatever, but you know, today we're just doing this.
So, like, should we just get down to it then? So, what fighting games, or let's see.
So yeah, what fighting games?
What did you grow up
play?
with? What fighting games did you grow up with? You know.
Me personally, I grew up with, let's say, Smash Brothers, which I will say is a fighting game now, especially with Ryu.
I have no comment.
We got Ryu, Ken, we got Terry Bogard. Come on, man. No, but I grew up a lot with Smash, definitely. Street Fighter 2. My uncle used to beat my ass in that game. Let's see what else. King of Fighters. I grew up with a lot. Tatsunoko versus Capcom. That was my actual shit. Like when I was a kid and I had my Wii.
Oh, you actually played that?
Oh yeah,
it wasn't
I actually
like
played
we
that.
like started playing it because it's like a
meme. No, it's actually like that was my childhood
Oh, so you actually
game.
played it beforehand?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
And that's me. What about you, Josh?
I played a lot of like weird fighting games. I say like I had a Dreamcast when I was young, and I played a lot of Soul Calibur, like when the first Soul Calibur, and I was like so enveloped around it because like most of the games I ever played were only like a couple seconds long, and so like fighting games, like you could play that shit forever. And like when you finish like I think story mode or arcade mode for Soul Cal, you get like a new character every time. And I was like, holy shit, this is so cool. I could play different characters. Other than that, Soul Cal, I played a lot of Street Fighter Third Strike. Or no, Street Fighter Alpha on PS2. I think it might be the wrong console. I might be dumb. But that and Capcom vs. SNK2 was one of the big ones I played on my uncle's PS2. I didn't have a console system at the time, but when I got here to America, I had like Xbox original, and I was really exposed to like 3D fighting games like DOA. And I wish I played Tekken. I played a little bit of Tekken. Like I had a Game Boy Advance, like the flip. What, that's the Game Boy Advance?
I had the exact same Tekken for Game Boy.
Oh, you had the same one?
Yeah.
I had the red one with like Tekken 3, right? And I was so blown because like it actually runs pretty well. It just looks like shit.
I mean,
like it looks so bad.
Let's see. Now I play. Honestly, my favorite fighting game right now would be Skullgirls. Like, despite like having the only two characters that I genuinely hate, and of course Josh plays both of them.
One of them only well. But put more time on the other one, you know.
But no, I love Skullgirls, and now I also play Tekken 7 and Street Fighter 5, especially because of Josh's influence. And as y'all know, if you've watched my channel before, I play a lot of Smash. What about you now?
Me, back then I used to really like love Street Fighter 4, and you know we play all those games. Street Fighter, like Ultra Street Fighter 4, honestly got me hooked to fighting games. I would always be playing it here and there when I saw it. Like I think I'm starting to remember like an old memory of me when I went to the mall like back home in the Philippines, like and like. In the Philippines, Tekken is really big in the Philippines. Like people love Tekken back there.
Yeah.
And I remember just like trying to play the game. I got bodied by like some offline local hero, like straight up just got owned. Like got taunted by a fucking bear team. And now, I love these fighting games now that are coming out, like, you know, Tekken and all that. Well, I think what I'm really looking forward to is what we looked at when League of Legends.
Oh.
The Project L.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that fighting game. Because I'm thinking about, like, you know, how big the crowd is for League of Legends already.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many people, and if they just release something, you know, organically, like the fighting game, you know, that'll merge, like, the League esports and the fighting game esports.
Yeah.
You know, makes it a bigger fighting game community. And it's a lot of exposure, too. A lot of new people will start, you know, be like, oh, this is by Riot. And they made a fighting game. They're like, oh, what is the fighting game?
Yeah. They start enjoying that, and they start
enjoying it, and they drown in pools.
They drowning in pools.
But the love of the game is still there, so you'll still get hooked onto it.
And then they'll be like, oh, I like fighting games right now, so let me try other fighting games. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Oh, I just remembered Mortal Kombat Armageddon. I had also for my Wii. I played that shit with a GameCube controller. It was that one Mortal Kombat where they had like a character creator.
Okay.
Like I literally
MK had a character creator. Okay.
I used to make hella dumbass characters in that game. Oh my lord. I don't know about Mortal Kombat now because I kind of...
Is Armageddon the one that was like a 3D fighting one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I know.
Yeah, and they had the weapons and stuff. Oh my lord.
The different fighting styles.
Yep.
Yeah, I played that game too. So that's the other like Xbox game that I played, but it wasn't my Xbox. I play it, and I just really don't like that one of those characters. I don't know. I played a lot of like mainstream and like maybe indie fighting games. I would consider it, but I never really liked like NRS games, like NetherRealm Studio games, like MK and Injustice, or how people call it Injust Ass.
Injust Ass. No, I can't do Injustice now. Like I know I'm not particularly a fan of superheroes and stuff, so initially I never really got into it, but one of my friends at the time was super into it. He was like, he let me borrow it when I first played Skyrim. He let me borrow his thing with
Skyrim is a fighting game if you really think about it.
Mods.
Oh yeah, exactly.
But I played Injustice and I was like, oh, I can't. I literally can't. And now I see it in like the like Dave and Buster's and all that other shit, and it's just like single button shit. And I'm like,
yeah, I saw that.
No,
I think the influence of why that machine exists is because of mobile fighting games.
True. Oh yeah, the Injustice Mobile 2 is the same thing. I think it's just one button. I even played King of Fighters. Be,
or whatever you can manage on an iPhone.
I mean, that's fair.
Or a phone.
But the thing is, I played King of Fighters on my little Samsung Galaxy S6, and they still had the 4-button. It was actually like really, it was really good. Like it was legit. The whole 4-button setup, and like with the stick and stuff, and they had like extra 2 buttons.
Yeah, like the stick with like your thumb is the left hand,
and it was actually like really good, and I fucking love that game.
Yeah, I'm also like a victim of that. I played a lot played Street Fighter AE on the iPhone. There was Street Fighter on the iPhone,
really,
and you could do a lot of like arcade only like allowed combos because they didn't come out with like the Ultra Street Fighter 4. But that came out, and just the connecting with other people was just ass.
No,
but like practicing combos and stuff, it was actually genuinely good. You have the button that's like, oh, I can't do this input because my tiny finger can't do like a Z or something. You can't do Shoryuken, so you just press the button.
Oh, dude, they also had Skullgirls Mobile has online play now.
Oh, it's Skullgirls Mobile. I forgot. I think you told me about Skullgirls Mobile.
It was all right. I mean, I had fun with it when I played it, but
there's one game that it's new. It just came out. It's called Flappy Fighter.
Oh no.
As dumb as it sounds, it's actually a very it has a lot of hidden mechanics in the game. Like there's like numbers on the screen, like 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 4 buttons.
Yeah.
And you can only move left and right to the screen. And like one of those buttons, like jump, was a jumping attack.
Yeah.
And the different fighters, there's a lot of like hidden, like what you can do. There's a lot of combo capacity of what you can do in Flappy Fighter. It's one of those like really obscure like indie fighting games on the mobile. As like making a breakout. A lot of FGC people have like mentioned on Twitter. It's like, oh, this is like a hidden gem,
Damn. I don't know. Oh yeah. In preparation for this, I was gonna be like, yeah, I'm having started following a bunch of SGC Twitters and stuff like that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to start looking at like,
I'm gonna have to actually like start watching VODs and shit. Like I do that with Smash, yeah, because that's my game that I play. I go to tournaments sometimes, but like now Josh has actually been showing me some stuff, and I'm like, damn, this shit actually looks hella good.
What? Oh, like the matches? Yeah. I think I got really into like, I wouldn't say I'm in the scene or anything, but I'm just like, I'm very like proactive. Like I know what's happening most of the time, but I wouldn't say.
Come to Xanadu with me.
Come to Xanadu. Yo, shout out to Xanadu.
Yeah.
I got into it like Street Fighter 4, maybe vanilla. Like I watched a lot of like Evo, and like when Twitch came out, a lot of like streamers I would watch, and like the game had boards too, so you could like check out like different like people on there. I think one of my favorite players, well, everyone's favorite player is always Daigo. Daigo Mihara.
Yeah.
Huara. And I think when I'd always be checking out different characters, I would be finding somebody that's like, find like a pro that's using this character like in a pro league and see what high level character like you can do, like what you can do with that character. Like I played Makoto, like in Street Fighter 4. I played Makoto and she's slow as shit. She does a lot of damage, but there's one pro player named Haitani that just, she's not slow anymore. She just dashes around and like he changes how she plays.
Really?
And that's what I love about pro league fighters. It, in the hands of different people, like really trashy characters can like look amazing on the stage. You gotta get into the FGC a little bit more.
yeah, definitely. I mean, the most I am is like, yeah, I follow Smash, but like I follow a little bit of Skullgirls, but since that game is like hella falling off,
it is.
Y'all,
I would like to say somewhat dead.
Yeah. Also, there is a Black Friday sale for Nintendo Switches, by the way. If you buy a Switch, you get Mario Kart 8 for free, so you can just pay $2.99, get Mario Kart 8. Fucking buy a Switch, play Skullgirls on it. Skullgirls recently came out for Switch.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Was it this year?
It was this month. Last month,
that's right.
And because that's a good game.
Yeah.
And it's pretty, I guess I wouldn't say simple because it's not really simple, but it's like a good starter.
It's like if I would compare it to another fighting game, if anybody else would think about it, it's like Marvel vs. Capcom 2 or like Marvel vs. Capcom games.
Yeah.
Where you can tag characters in and out, and like it has a really complex cast. And dude, I think Sebastian just really hates like ranged characters.
Listen, like
we can get into like what type of like fighters you hate, like straight up.
No, like straight up a fucking, especially Josh's Peacock. Oh my god, it's just
I'm not a good peacock
all the time. And
I just like being an annoying peacock.
I just can't get in. Like I try, I can't get. I have to play Squiggly because I have to like either pull her in with the sing move, or I have to like just outrange her and do something because that shit gets so annoying. But it is what it is. Everyone plays how they play. I mean, when I play Smash, I play Pichu.
I have definitely changed.
Thunder Jolt.
Oh my god, I've seen that on stream. Yeah, I've definitely changed as a fighting game player on what type of like preference of fighting style I want to play. Because growing up, I didn't like know how to press a lot of buttons. Like I didn't understand.
No,
like inputs and stuff. I would be like, oh, how do you play this game? you know, I press start, I look at character list, and then like all the movesets. I'm like, yo, how do you do that? Like,
exactly.
What is this? Like in SoCal too, like there's like several buttons.
Oh yeah,
it is the most confusing.
It's like there's a white kick button, and then there's a black kick button. You're like, what the fuck do you mean?
Yeah, there's there's regular white arrows, and then there's like a black arrow.
Oh yeah, like it's like hold for
it's hold.
Yeah,
right. And
I'm like, what?
You don't expect like some 7-year-old child to understand what the hell's going on playing this fighting game.
But not like the real people though. They're like, all right,
yeah, no. Let me transcribe this. Yeah, this looks good. This looks good. I could do this.
Like you saw me when we played Tekken 7. I was playing Kuma for the first time, and literally, like, I looked at that move list once, and I got it. And now I'm like,
yeah. When you get older, you're like, holy shit, now I can read.
I can.
It's
understand.
it's some dumb language that fighting game players can understand.
Yeah,
you can describe it. But as a kid, like me personally, I was like, fuck this. I'm not going to play this. I'm going to play a grappler. I'm going to find somebody and just spin that stick. Churn that butter and like find a command grab or something like that.
For me, it was Ryu.
Ryu.
Literally, I'm like, all right, fuck it, Hadouken. Like, I'm not, I understand the other stuff. I could probably do Tatsumaki if I like tried hard enough. Or Shoryu on accident because I'm trying to do Hadouken. But before then, oh my lord. Literally, it was like moon runes.
Moon runes. Hieroglyphics. Yeah, I think the hardest thing was is teaching somebody else how to play a fighting game. Like in Street Fighter 4,
oh yeah, trying to explain it in a way that they understand.
Trying to explain what quarter circle forward means is the hardest thing. It's so hard, dude. I'll be talking to somebody and they'll be like, "What is a quarter circle?" It's like quarter circle is a quarter of the circle.
Yeah.
And then it's forward, so you do the outside
circle,
of the circle. But it doesn't. I can't blame them. What the fuck is a quarter circle forward?
I think my favorite of that is actually recently with Terry. I know I'm going back to Smash a lot, but Terry Bogard's release, watching Sakurai on camera, literally go quarter circle forward.
Oh, he did that? I didn't watch it yet. I didn't watch that.
So actually, I think my favorite moment was in he said canceled it because he canceled a move that I'm like, I need that sound clip. He's
my god,
canceled it. I'm like, oh, it's so fucking funny, dude. Oh my god!
And Street Fighter, I played a lot of Geef. I started getting into vanilla. I played a lot of Zangief.
Oh, I couldn't deal with Zangief.
I didn't do anything. Just churn butter and jab SPDs.
I literally just couldn't do anything. I would literally sit there. I had Street Fighter 4 on my 3DS.
Oh, I know so many people that grew up with that.
Oh my god!
They have the 3DS with the swivel stick.
Yeah.
Dude, that's actually not bad. It's really good.
It just breaks easy.
Oh really?
Well,
I never
actually not
one.
Easy. You got to be going pretty hard because I know I did when I was playing
gotta
Smash.
Be really salty to play to break that shit.
That's why I love using D-pad now because I'm like, fuck, I'm probably gonna break this stick if I try. But no, this controller here, oh my god, this shit is solid as fuck.
And what is the controller you're looking at there, buddy?
Oh, it was the
the what?
The Switch Pro controller. Oh yeah.
they can't see it, so we gotta describe it.
Yeah, the Switch Pro controller. In my opinion, I really think this is the best controller out in the market. This Switch Pro controller.
For general use, it's very good.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna be buying a second one probably either tomorrow or sometime this week because Joy-Cons ass. Trying to play Street Fighter 2 literally on Switch. Trash, legit. It sucks ass.
I mean that correlates because the characters you play I wouldn't say it depends on what type of controller you use.
Really?
I don't think so because growing up I just stuck with the pad the controller. I could fucking take this thing and just swivel the stick like this.
The same exact thing. Right,
but you can't do that on a fight stick. And it's what's easy for you is not easy for somebody else to do.
Yeah, I feel you.
And it allows you to play different characters. Like, I didn't really get into playing charge characters until I got a fight stick.
Really?
Honestly. Like, I played a lot of, like, Shoto characters when I had my pad. And one of my friends was like, yo, I just, like, copped this, like, fight stick off my friend for, like, $25, dude. He came back, he's like, you gotta learn how to use this, dude, because I can't use it, dude. I don't have the capacity to do it. So I literally sat on my friend's couch the whole day after, like, day in like class, come home and be like, dude, how do I adjust to this? Like, playing pad for so long and then you accustom your fingers to play a stick.
That was literally me with my fight stick, because having the gate threw me off from having a free stick like this. And I was like trying to do Hadokens, I was struggling alone.
Oh yeah,
because literally I'd just be like, because that's like most basic motion you could probably do.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let me try this. And I'm like, what the fuck?
I think that would really trip me up too. Like, you doing quarter circle forward on the pad.
You got to do quarter circle forward in a square.
In a square, it's easier to do on a pad than it is to do it with your whole left hand.
Oh yeah,
and like seemingly draw your hand. You know?
Yeah, but now like, I use fight sticks for games that don't need fight sticks.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll just I'll come over to Sebastian's place and just be like, hey, oh, you're playing Smash? Oh, can I just use my fight stick on this?
It's literally so fucking good.
It's good because now because they're implementing those like those fighting game characters. Yeah. And I love the trick that they've made it that like when you do the input, it does significantly more damage.
Yeah. And some of them have like invincibility on startup, or
oh really?
Yeah. Terry actually has like his super moves. Like and when you get like 100% or whatever, you get a go meter or whatever. If you do the pretzel motion, quarter circle back to forward, or you quarter circle whichever way, you actually that's the only way you can do power geyser, double quarter circle.
So you
forward.
can't like do that.
Nope, no
any tilts or anything like that.
And for like Buster Wolf, you have to do the same thing. It's ridiculous.
Okay.
So everyone's like, I see everyone on Twitter is like, oh hey, post, and they have like his move command inputs, like post this to Square a Smash player, and I'm like, it's easy.
I've been watching some clips on Instagram that follow like just climb up on my feed, and it's mostly like power geyser, power geyser moves, and like, oh man. Like, you can do all the moves.
Yeah, it's insane. It actually is, like, insane.
Can we talk about, what's that, in Under Night, in Birth?
Ooh, I haven't played that game yet.
We haven't
I was thinking about getting it.
And what is
when it was on sale.
How it just replaced Smash for Evo.
Oh, yeah, how it replaced Melee despite not coming out yet.
Really?
Yeah, it didn't come out. It wasn't.
At the time for announcement? No, it came out.
Oh yeah, no, that was
out.
Samurai Showdown. That wasn't out yet.
Right.
Samurai Showdown. I haven't played that either. Which
I never played Samurai Showdown, the older one. I never played that one.
I haven't either. I mean, I played Darkstalkers. Darkstalkers is actually like really fun.
I never played that. I wish I played Darkstalkers. I played like the original Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I think I put a lot of time into that game because I was like, dude, you could play as superheroes. Like, you could play as Spider-Man, like Venom, like on the sprites. Oh my god, the sprite art in that game is amazing. It is like hella good sprite art. I miss classic sprite art, like fighting games.
What was it? It was oh yeah, the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure fighting game. Oh my god. That shit is so fun. I barely fucking play that shit. Like, if I feel like making a joke out of it, I'll play it, but like
a JoJo.
It's so weird.
A JoJo?
Stop. It's don't fucking smile at me. JoJo. I know it's a JoJo. I just don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, I think my only gripe with that game is that the weird camera angle that it puts you. Do you remember? it wouldn't put you on a. It is a 3D fighter, quote unquote.
Yeah.
But the angle was just
okay.
put in a weird way that you can see the left character closer than the right character.
Yeah, I get you.
It's exactly that
weird,
panel.
It's like Naruto, the Ultimate Ninja Storm. It's the same thing where one character is on the back, the camera's to their back, but then you see the other character. That's so weird.
It's the second player is just all the way out there.
Yeah.
I understand like dynamic.
Yeah, and it looks good.
And it looks cool.
Yeah, but
as a fighting game thing, like you can't do that.
Like unless you're playing online and like you can see your characters.
People online for that game, it's not great. People just rage quit as soon as you put in something.
Oh, dude, Jump Force, that failure of a fucking game.
I heard about that game for like a minute, and then like 2 seconds later, it died.
Dude, that shit is bad. That shit's so bad.
It has a lot of different characters, right? It has a lot of like different characters from anime.
Yeah. And then you can make your own anime character.
Can you really? I didn't know that.
You can customize their moves. Ooh, you can have moves for every other person.
Yikes.
So it's like a good concept, but the execution is terrible.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Like, it's so stiff. It's so, like, lifeless. It's nothing. And, like, I sat there and I played through Ultimate Ninja Storm 4, and I'm like, this is what it should have been. Like, with the big old cutscenes, the debris flying everywhere, the big old, like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, have you seen Dragon Ball FighterZ?
Yeah,
I've
seen it.
There's
visuals so much
on
FX.
That.
Exactly. There's flying shit everywhere. There's debris everywhere.
Like, it looks like an anime fight.
It does look like an
anime fight. But for Jump Force, it just looks like styrofoam falling all over the place. like literally, it looks like styrofoam because it doesn't like fall. It has no weight to it, and like the cuts are weird. Don't even get me started on the fucking story mode. Literally, cutscenes are just kind of like you'll see someone like fly away. All they'll do is literally they'll like increase Y value. It looks funny as shit, but like
one thing I'll give to the trashy fighting games, I'd say the ones that fall flat or just fighting games in general, is the story is not like a main focus. Yeah, most of the time at least, because you have a game like Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite where it's two separate brands colliding.
Yeah.
You can put whatever the fuck you want. No one gives a shit about the story, dude. It's about it's a fighting game. It's literally about the gameplay. Yeah. And if some games that like the anime games that you're talking about, they play better in a 2D sense because it's faster. Traversing in a 3D, like a 3D fighter is like really hard and like technical, and you have to be very careful about what you do most of the time. You have all this space too in the arena.
True.
But in 2D, it's a lot of like really swift calculations and like mental things. That's why like there's so much hype behind like Marvel vs. Capcom. Mm-hmm. Not Infinite, because Infinite's okay. Infinite's okay. I don't want to say it's bad.
Yeah.
Its rollout was really bad, and just a lot of like the support that it got just like fell through, and like it just fell flat. I would really love to be more into Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah.
I would not touch DBZ fighters only because I don't like DBZ.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
But if I'll try it, like I'll touch it and be like, oh, okay, see if it plays good.
I really only like it because like I'll play it if I feel like mashing, honestly. Because I'm like, yeah, I'll do combos and shit, but like most of the time, the shit that I get, I'm mashing. So I'm like,
I don't like that.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
That's why I haven't
new
touched
function.
Literally, like,
I don't like that new function of like an auto combo button.
Oh yeah.
I don't like.
You can literally just keep hitting light. You have no.
There's a YouTuber. His name is Desk. He does like incredible amounts of like detail on like fighting game mechanics and just like normals and buttons, just everything. He makes combo videos that are like out of this fucking world. There's a video on YouTube where it's literally him on MVCI just playing as characters and just one button like combo, and it just goes and the damage like piles up to like 60-70%.
So dumb.
Just like for a one hit, like one button combo.
Button. Like, come on, man. Give me some more depth. I know you're. I guess like
literally a snooze fest. You press the one button, you're like,
Yeah.
okay, I won the game. But you know, the simplicity, as simple as it is, that's like you're skipping over mechanics when you do the auto combo.
Yeah.
Because there's games like Dive Kick. You know Dive Kick.
Oh yeah, I love Dive Kick. It's fun
And
shit.
how simple it is, but there's a lot more you have to think about than
Yeah.
just be brainless and press one button.
Yeah.
It's just dive and kick.
2 buttons actually.
Two buttons.
Jump
Two buttons.
and dive.
Jump and dive. Jump the ref. That's right. I love that game.
Dude, I kind of want one of those like controllers that they have.
They have the giant dumbass controllers.
Oh, yeah.
It looks like you stole like a stoplight from somewhere
Exactly.
and you just hooked it up. I was like, these are your buttons. All
These
right.
are buttons now. Honestly. Damn, what are some... Oh, I still want to play Lethal League.
Lethal League. Oh.
Yeah, the baseball one. That seems
I love
hella
that game.
interesting.
Honestly, love that game.
Really?
It's so worth it.
Oh, damn. Maybe I'll have to pick it up.
It's like, I don't know if you've ever played this as a child. If you ever played wall ball.
No.
No?
No, I have not.
I mean, if I can remember the rules, which there are barely like any rules to wall ball, is you throw the ball at the wall. At a general wall, at a wall that you and your opponent are looking at the same time.
Yeah.
You throw the ball, and it's like tennis. You have to catch the ball before the second drop. Something like that. You have to catch the ball, and you have to throw it back, and the other person has to, you know, if you throw it like all the way over there to the right side,
They're going to have to dive
you're gonna have
for
to.
it.
You either have to, you know, jump and catch for the ball.
Yeah.
That might not be what wall ball is because I don't know what wall ball is anymore as a child.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
But that's the basic concept of Lethal League. And everyone has like different abilities. Like they can just steal the ball and like hold it forever at like whatever speed you put it at.
God
and it
bless.
goes even. Ball speed in it. There's a mechanic. I love the mechanic in this game. It's called ball speed. And so you keep hitting it. You know, the speed goes higher and higher and higher and higher.
Yeah.
And you'll have to like time your hits right, or else you flunk out, you lose a life, or you lose I think you lose health now. It's not, you lose a pip of health. You don't lose stocks. It used to be a stock game, but now it's just a full health bar. There's some like, what are some like prominent like indie fighting games like other than Skullgirls and Lethal League? There are new ones coming out like almost like every other month or so.
I can't really think of any because a lot of I haven't really been keeping up on games, especially with me starting to go to tournaments more often. Is that because I have to like focus? Like now, even when I'm like on stream and I'm like, yeah, I'll play games that are older and all that good stuff, but you know, I never really like think of what's coming out, you know, this and that, unless it's like some big hype release that's like. Which is usually going to be a AAA title because everyone's talking about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Pokemon's coming out Friday, or technically today. Which you know,
what's that? You talk about Pokemon, then like what was that fighting?
Pokken. It's Tekken, but Pokemon.
It's called Pokken?
It's called Pokken. It's actually
There's
like
just
really
nothing
fun.
after that. Just Pokken.
No, it's Pokken.
Okay.
It's really fun. Honestly, I had a lot of fun with that game. I used to go hella into ranks.
I really
with
wanted
that
to play
shit.
that game. Actually, I really wanted to.
I have to buy it for Switch, but it's definitely like fun.
It's like I think my brother took it, like the demo spin.
Yeah.
And like, like watching the gameplay while he's playing Pikachu, and I'm just like, if Pikachu just he just like hell sweep? Did he just fucking win Godfist? Did he just win Godfist some poor fucking Pokemon? God.
Dude, there's
How do you do
also
that?
Type Wild. This is Japanese like 2D fighter. It's hilarious. It's
Type
with
Wild.
Pokemon, yeah.
It's with Pokken or just
Pokemon, no, it's just
okay.
like it's not Pokemon specifically. It's more like Street Fighter, but it's not like a big name game. It's, you know, some indie Japanese guy made it.
Oh, okay.
And it was fun. It is kind of fun. You should probably try it. I'll let you try it because it's fun at first.
At first, okay.
Then you're playing against CPUs and you're getting fucking bodied, like hardcore bodied. But that's just how it is. And that's where I was like, oh, I hope Poken's like that, where it's like 2D, but no, it's like where it switches.
Right.
I kind of don't like the switching camera angles.
It has like those dynamic cameras things.
Yeah, where like if you hit certain heavies or whatever, it switches from 3D to 2D, and like the arena changes and all of that, and it's weird.
I mean, Tekken has arena changes sometimes.
Well, yeah, true, but I mean like how this one changes is like you start off on a 3D arena, and then you get like a certain heavy or whatever, and it switches to a traditional 2D fighting game.
Okay.
Not like how with Tekken you can still move around the arena. But the camera is still like that 2D look. It's,
okay.
Yeah, that's what throws me off about it. And I'm like, and you can just, I think there is a lockout because I haven't played this game in a long time. I used to have it for my Wii U. God bless that console. But, but I just, I don't know. I think that you could just sit there and chain switching the angles. And, ugh. I just didn't like it.
The game, okay.
But other than that, the game is certainly fun. It's just the only thing I don't like about that is the camera angle thing.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, any game that like fucks up the like what you're looking at.
Yeah.
Is
or just the mechanics too, because some of your moves actually change to like go with like the arena.
Oh,
okay.
The
arena fighting style between the.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like your buttons change when you're like in the arena 3D one.
Yeah.
Like your X button, or for Xbox it's X.
Sure.
Button would become a ranged attack or whatever, and that's what you would use to like get in whatever.
It's based on the environment that you're in that it changes up like different move sets.
And then once you go into 2D,
that's interesting.
That becomes a different.
But that's hard to keep up with.
Yeah.
When you're playing
it throws you off because you're like, all right. I'll just throw fucking projectiles at the other person.
Do you know if there's like a scene for that game anymore?
I think they still do it at Xanadu. I'm unsure.
Oh, all right. Can we talk about online and offline play? Like when you offline, as in like I don't like me personally. I don't go out to tournaments.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You just kind of play online?
I kind of just play online. I play online and like, play,
Ranked.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Unfortunately?
Yeah.
Really? Why is that?
I get really like heated a lot. And it's hard to keep my cool.
Yeah, that's sometimes. Fair.
But I've played when Street Fighter 5 came out. And season 2, I think season 1 or season 2 came, and it was like my last year going to Otakon. They have the game room, right? I played, and like most of the time, like playing online, just like grinding that game, like in the lab, practicing combos and stuff. I got like really nervous, like playing offline.
Yeah, I know, I get you. Yeah, that's exactly how I felt.
Play against some guy that's actually like super good, and I'm like, oh god, oh lord, and
getting O2'd at your first tournament.
Yeah, you drown in pools for real. You drown in pools.
It's true.
But then like either then sometimes I'll hit an option select and I get like the full combo, and I'll like. The thing in my mind is like, oh my god, I did that.
You did it. You
I just hit that shit. I don't pop off, but in my mind I recognize like, oh yeah, yo, I did that.
yeah, I have the same shit too.
I want to get over that because like I want to say that I'm really like I'm not ready.
Yeah.
For like to go to like Xanadu, for example, because there's not a game that I have put so much time in for.
Yeah.
And that could be like...
you could go to other locals. I mean, Xanadu isn't that big, but like it's still like a good amount of good players come out.
Right.
So I feel like there's a bar in Baltimore called High Score Games. They have tournaments. I went there for a Smash tournament, but they also do like Tekken 7.
You played the Smash game, fucked up at the bar?
I actually got 14th place.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
All right.
And and that was like the first, like, because I was only going to Xanadu at that time, and I was always getting fucked by the people there. And then I went there and got 14th, and I'm like,
first smash.
Yeah, and I was like,
do you hear that, guys? All this online play. He looks so good online, but then offline gets easy clapped. Hold on.
Look,
easy
when
clapped.
When I play a sponsored player in my first round, I don't know if I'm gonna do well against that shit. I don't know how well I'm gonna do against that shit. But then that was like a huge, because I was always upset about me like losing and shit so early. But doing that, I just kind of like, but getting that far, I was like, I'm actually like better than I'm thinking that I am, because it's just it's the average there is much higher than here it is. Because there were still some good players there, yeah. But literally, my first round was against a Ridley, which is a pretty heavy character or whatever.
Yeah, like
I literally
like
restocked that man both games, and I was like, "Holy fucking shit!"
I did that.
Like, and I was like,
I just did that.
And
like,
people were, and then I heard people like behind me, like, "Holy fuck, this Pichu's like going off," and I'm like, I just went to like too big of a tournament for my actual gameplay. And then I went to Xanadu recently, and before I'd fucking hella drawn in pools, usually losing like the first or second round, but I got like pretty far in. I
think it's
I have to check my place, but
yeah,
I won 3 rounds, got into losers, and won 2 rounds in losers. And I was like, wow, like I'm improved.
Yeah, right.
And I was like, damn, like I'm actually seeing results now. Like now that I'm seeing results, I'm like, all right, fine. Losing is fun now, because now that I know that I'm still improving, even if I lose, that's why I'm like, you should always come to tournaments with me, because like people there, they're hella nice. People in tournament or other fighting game players, whatever, they're actually hella nice. They'll point out like, hey, you know,
I've never been in the scene. Like I said
it's
earlier.
fine.
I've never been to a tournament like nowadays. Like I've never been like I've been to, you know, things as a kid, and then like, you know, get like
shit at Otakon or whatever other little event.
But not, I've never been in like in the shit like front line, like in the tournament.
Your heart's pounding your first time there, like, because the people there, they're really nice. They'll give you pointers. Like sometimes I lose to certain matchups, and I'm like, fuck, and they'll tell me, oh yeah, for this matchup, if you know, and they'll be like, they'll give you pointers on the matchup. I'm like, you know, it's definitely a good way to improve if you really, really want to improve, or if you really, really want to get into it, or you really, really want to get results, or something like that.
I think it's also considered like the environment and what you're in. Like when you go to a tournament or, you know, regularly fight a person that's incredibly better than you. Yeah. It's the way you play is what you learn from it, though. If you play just to win against a certain person, that's good, but that won't make you better.
That won't make you better. For
it's
other
what
people.
you're playing, your play style, and how you improve on yourself.
That's how I have a friend, Jared. He he at the time played Crom, and he'd always beat the shit out of me. Like no matter what, I don't even think I've ever won a game off of him. But now, like, I go against people online of that same character. I'm like, I know this matchup now. Yeah. Like I've gotten better.
You have experience.
Exactly. And the best thing to do is honestly, whenever you lose, don't be like, shit, I lost. Think of why you lost, what made you lost, what mistakes you made. Stuff like that will definitely help you out, in my opinion.
I think that's what really helps me. Well, when I play online, like I'll play like DOA 6. Don't mac on me because that game is fucking trash. But I'll play DOA 6 or any game that gets me really passionate online.
Had water in my fucking mouth.
And then I'll do something, and it's like, oh, that's been blocked, or oh, that looks punchable, and I'll try it. it's not like beforehand. I would just get really like angry and like, dude, how come that didn't hit? Like, like asking questions that don't make any sense.
Yeah.
But now I'm just assuming, you know, like technical terms, like, oh, either I pressed a button too late, or you know,
that just wasn't safe on block.
That wasn't safe on block, or some frames were just like, that fucked me up right there. I got into a frame trap. He did something that I don't know about.
Yeah, and you try to learn about it, and you try to understand what's going on, and you're just like, now I can improve the next time something like this happens.
Right,
to me.
And I think that's what I really like about the online fighting game scene. It's like nowadays, you know, you have so much access to like the internet and like Discord and like
character Discord stuff like that.
Dude, that blew my mind when my friend told me about it. When Injustice 1 came out, my friend, he was like really into Injustice, and like, and Discord was like new.
Yeah.
And like, they just made like a Discord for this certain character, like fucking they had Gorilla Grodd Discord or like a Flash Discord to talk about like the mechanics and like the shit you can do. That's what fucked up. And some Discords are just dead because the characters are just trash. Like, that was so funny. We'll always like ask us like, yo, well, how's that Gorilla Grodd Discord? And then be like, oh, let me check. Oh yeah, like 2 people posted and telling still saying that the character is trash. But yeah, like there's actual like, you know, Discord tech.
Yeah.
And like
I know it's a joke. It's usually a joke when people like, oh, Discord tech, but no, that shit is actually like
it's real.
It's
real. And I love that. Like before, like playing fucking Soul Calibur 1 and be like, dude, what the fuck? Other than the move list, that's the only thing I was able to access.
And you're playing and losing all the fucking time. And you're like, what the fuck am I doing wrong? You don't even know because you don't have someone else there to be like, oh yeah, or to like, you know, dude. That's why it's called FGC. It's a community. It's a community.
Right. Yeah, I think
it's so good.
What really got me more passionate into the game, for you know Street Fighter and fighting games in general, was finding another person that was way better than I am. Like legit, Vanilla came out. I just steamrolled my friends and just, you know, turn that stick, you know, jab SPDs, give. That shit goes far, man. I swear that shit goes far. And now it's like I met, I don't know if you've met, we'll not say last names. Okay. We'll just say first names. Yeah. I don't know if you met Moses.
Oh, yeah.
I had as quiet as he is,
he's
a monster in fighting games. He's amazing. His Ryu is so good. He's like a gem.
Real.
You're like you find him, there's a gem, dude. He's really good. He's got his basics down. His links are just perfect, and he mastered, like, he knows what like the FADC like mechanic and like how to sort of how what's it called, like to just make shit up on your own.
I mean, I would call it
converting stuff.
Oh, converting. Okay, because it's like making shit up on your own. I'd probably think that's just improv, you know?
Yeah, like fucking new combo or some shit like that. But he was so like subtle with it, and like when I met him at like this party, because it was like I was younger. And I think he was just new in the neighborhood too, because it was around.
Yeah,
I met him, and you know the house that we were at had Street Fighter 4. And I was like, well, shit, I'll play some Street Fighter, you know, own up some kids, you know. and then this fucking monster comes down, hidden in
Descends.
Like this monster disguised in a cat. He fucking comes down. He's like, yeah, oh, is this Street Fighter, dude? I'll play Street Fighter with you. And then I'll just like turn butter, and then I'll try and do it. I'm like, yo, it's not working. Nothing's working anymore. I jump in and I get hit by an anti-air and I don't know what it is. Like, I get into the fireball game. I'm like, what is this fireball game, dude? I don't even know what a fireball game is at the time. And so I'll just autopilot, jump over, and just like turn the stick, and I get fucking clapped. And I'm like, that was like the biggest wake up call in like years. I thought, wow, fighting game isn't all about pressing one button.
Yeah.
There's so much shit.
That's exactly how it was for me and my friends when I used to actually in my previous neighborhood, like 2 neighborhoods before this. I had a group of friends that also lived there, and we met in we went to the same school or whatever, but then we actually like saw each other like outside and we're like, oh hey, you know, we go to the same school. We started hanging out and all that, and then they started coming over to my house for game nights on every other Friday or so. And I was confident in my ability at Smash, so I was like, "Oh yeah, let's play Smash, whatever." And they played Smash too. Oh my god, I got fucking demolished. I was destroyed. Yeah, like no joke. Like I was like, oh my god, I'm literally, I would lose to them every time, and I'm like, oh my fucking god. And that was like my time. I was like I got mad at first. I was like, I'm not really good at Smash. But then, like, God descended on a YouTube video and like showed me the golden apple that was Project M, and I started going hard in that game. Haven't lost to them at all. And there's one who actually like practices, and now I'm just like, you're done. And literally, sometimes I go up to them and I play them now too sometimes. And I'm just like, like before it was like, they're like, oh, do you know what wave dashing is? You know what L canceling is? You know like which characters can't L cancel? Oh my god. And I'm like, huh? And I'm like, God, literally, and the thing is like, I was like, no, I don't really know. Or I was like, Mr. Game and Watch. Or I'd like try to make up some answer and shit. And they're like, nah, this man doesn't know what's going on. I'm like, but I'm good at Smash. Like, no, you can beat like level 5 CPUs. That's about it. Oh my god. And then, but that's when I started
it's everyone goes through that.
Yeah.
Where you're like, holy shit, the thing I've been doing wrong this whole time is it's fucked.
I think the worst part was that I played Melee with the PS3 controller.
Woo! I know enough to know by Sebastian that any other controller that you use for Melee is just straight trash.
Dude, fuck off, man. Look, dude, I learned how to wave dash. I learned how to wave. I learned
with everything with a PS3
controller. No joke. Like,
I'll give props where it's due. I'll give props.
Like that shit. Oh man. Now that's like my preferred Melee controller, but I use GameCube controller because you know I kind of have to.
Right, and you know. That realization is straight up just like Pandora's box.
Oh yeah, like just watching it open and just the light.
And then you see like, wow, I can cancel fucking low kick to Hadouken.
Oh my god.
Like low forward to Hadouken. Like that is ingrained in my mind.
Dude, if
any character that has that, I'm like, bet I know this character. I know this character.
No, you remember me playing Ultra Street Fighter 2 on the Switch, whatever. And how like
Street Fighter 2,
yeah, all I did was like cancel shit. Like I do
the
come down with the heavy kick,
the basics,
and then like let's jab low mid kick, and then either Tatsumaki or like Shoryu or some shit like that.
Yeah,
dude, learn that shit like.
If someone took like a recording of like the gameplay that was in when I was playing against Moses at that time and compared it to like how I play now. I honestly like cringe so hard just looking at it. Just like, why did I jump in? Why am I on autopilot? Yeah. I just keep getting like standing heavy kicks out of the air, and I just get fucked. Like I would do some move and then it gets armored through FADC, and then Moses does this whole like fucking 12-hit combo with fucking and like an ultra combo finish. Oh, I get fucking easy clap. Like, oh dude, how did he do that, man?
Dude, that was me with you and Tekken 7. How literally at the beginning I was fucking flapping around like, what the fuck do I do?
Honestly, I mean, I don't want to take credit for that.
No.
I recently got into 3D fighting game like Tekken 7 like this year, maybe a couple months ago.
Fair.
Like last year maybe.
Now I whoop your ass.
We you know.
Yeah.
Say it. That's not up for debate.
I'm sorry.
That's not discussed here. That's not discussed here. That's discussed in the game. Okay, we don't. I don't believe in trash talk outside of the game. I believe in trash talk in the game.
No, man. I'm sorry, but I gotta put you out there.
I'm being put on blast right now. There's a certain that reminds me of a pro league player, or like really, I love watching this player.
Yeah,
his name is Pork Chop. He plays Tekken, and this guy if you give him a mic and like headcrones, and he'll just start shit talking, like during the fight.
Yeah.
Like he won't even know you or some shit. He'll just be like, yo, what's this man doing, man? Get this shit out of here, man. Just goes in on you, play style, and like when you're on the stage and you do that, it's honestly the biggest mind game.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't want to. What the thing is, you want to win, right? But the mind games is also not to like. it's to fuck you up.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Yeah. I feel like he puts on that act as soon as he gets on stage.
I'd believe it.
Because
that
like
should actually
he's probably like an honestly nice guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he just on stage, he's just a monster. He goes in like for the handshake, like, for the respect, and then just enters like fuck you mode. Like fuck you, you're trash. You didn't even hit that combo, man. You dropped that shit. What the fuck? And he just goes in. I love like the facade you can do. Like I love the mind games, the outside mind games on offline.
Dude, that one guy that takes off that you showed me at Evo that takes off his shirt during games. That was like,
well, yeah.
Bro,
that clip, like, I think it's Ultra Street Fighter 4. Yeah, it's Ultra Street Fighter 4. It was Punko against this player, and he just straight up like, everyone knows Punko in the community when you're in Street Fighter. Like, who like the top players are, and what he's known for is getting really pissed and taking off his shirt.
Oh yeah, that one guy. The clip I'm talking about is one where the opponent, who takes off his shirt and puts it on his. Oh, and I was
he came to play, right? He got on the stage. This is your only chance to ever like. This might be like only ever chance to fight against like a pro league player like Punko, and like you make the most out of it.
Exactly.
Like sure you get clapped, but like dude, you fought against Punko. Like,
dude, you
can't just sit there and be like, oh, I lost against Daigo or something. Come on, man. You gotta make the most out of it.
Yeah.
And so what he's known for is taking off his shirt. Then the opponent is like, all right, I'm gonna take off my shirt. And then, like, he gets really, and the crowd gets hype. He's like, ooh. Yeah. And then he puts it on the guy's shoulder.
And I was like, oh, no.
And then you see both, like, half-naked guys on the stage just playing fighting games. You can see the sweat. When I want to get out of my shell of playing, or when I get off my addiction of playing online, maybe one of these days when I'm not busy, I don't know, maybe summer, I'll go to a tournament with you for a fighting game that I like and I want to play.
That's fine.
Cause I mean, I'm not gonna lie, watching you play like Smash, it's actually very interesting, and like some things that like set up that way, it's like, wow, did he mean that? like he does this thing, like you'll do this whole combo with Pichu, and just like, that's a thing, you can do that in this
sometimes
game? Like, holy shit, what?
Sometimes it's not actually planned. I do have combos, yes, that I plan, but like if something goes wrong, like in my head I have to like think. So yeah, I can do down throw,
right?
Usually I do down throw up air.
Right.
But if they DI in a way to where my up air hits them at a certain angle, I'm like, all right, in my head, I have to know there are 3 other options that I can do to try and cover that. Mm-hmm. So it's pretty much, if I don't have a combo that I'm going for specifically, or I don't know that's like, quote unquote, guaranteed, for me, it's just like thinking in my head that there are 3 ways this can go. Either they go straight up, they go to the left or to the right, and then I have to like, in my head, have those options ready. So it's kind of
okay,
and that's kind of what like that's like the opposite of what I do with like in Street Fighter or any other traditional. Because I'm like, when I play traditional, I'm like, all right, react to what they're doing in that moment rather than planning for a reaction. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. Because so I'm watching you do it, right? And I think the game. I'm not gonna say Smash puts me off. No, it's one thing I'm really confused about. That it's still, I need to wrap my head around it. Is the movement in that game? Most of the time, when it comes to 2D fighting games, different characters have different movements. That's a given.
Yeah.
But when it 3D fighting games, that's almost the same.
Yeah.
But when it comes to Smash and like Smash type games,
The characters
your
are vastly
movement
different.
is so fast.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah, like I was first time playing like Smash, like, or first time playing Smash when I know how to play fighting games.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I moved my moved my stick like 2 seconds. I went to the other side of the stage already.
I feel you.
Like I have a problem playing Smash sometimes. Like I'll just forget that I have a double jump or something,
No, that's fair.
and like I'd be like, oh, I can't just press this to get up there. I have to like maneuver myself in the, like your finger is always moving,
Pretty much.
and that like really trips me up.
I feel. For me, the weird thing is, especially about playing other characters, is that the movement can be like vastly different, or like the things that you can do. Like when Banjo came out, I used to play Me Gunner or whatever as a range character.
Right.
They have similar down Bs. Me Gunner has a bomb that she just throws out in front of her. Banjo has a bomb that he throws out behind him.
Right.
And to get that in front of me, I used to do this. I used to wave bounce, which is pretty much just shifting your momentum to the opposite direction to get it down there. So now when I play Me Gunner, it's weird because I'm trying to like wave bounce stuff so I can get stuff, that I would think like with Banjo. I'm like, oh, I need to get. Maybe I can make him think that I'm going to shoot it this way to go catch it, but then instead just fucking shift up momentum and immediately send it at him or whatever, things like that.
Yeah.
So and then something like that I don't have to do for Me Gunner. So it's like the different ways you move for different characters can be like just vastly different. And especially with all the movement speeds, specific weight values, some people are fast fallers, and just stuff like that. All that other stuff, it's just,
right.
It's a lot to remember.
That's like the first thing you like assess when you play like a new fighting game.
Yeah.
Is the movement.
Right. And you're like, all right, what can I do? How fast can I do it?
Right. See if there's this character has air dashes, or this character has how his back dashes or forward dash. Like some characters just have like trashy movement. You'll have to like get adjusted to that type of play style that they have, and that's what really important to me. That gets like thrown out the window when I start playing Smash.
Yeah,
because everybody has
double jump. Everyone has a dash.
Everybody has like I'm gonna guess everybody has like the same speed.
No.
Comparative movement, no.
No, actually.
Okay.
Everyone has different speed values. They're similar now, but certain, like especially heavier characters.
Right, heavier characters. Right.
Some people have different walks. Everyone has different like walk speeds and stuff. Like Incineroar has the slowest walk speed. While I don't know who has the fastest walk speed, but probably Sonic. But it's different.
Right.
For each person.
And like the movement in that game is so sensitive to how much you tilt the stick.
True.
And I'm not really used to that when it comes to like traditional fighting games.
Yeah, because with a fight
I'll
stick,
put the stick all the way to the left, and I'll just
no matter
walk
how far,
to the left.
Exactly. No matter how far you put the stick, it's still going to be
walk
the same thing.
like speed.
Mm-hmm.
If I walk forward, I'll double tap forward, and that's the dash. Sure.
Yeah. Sorry about that. The audio cut out a little bit there, but we were talking about movement in fighting games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think the last topic we were talking about was how, like, for Smash, everyone has different speeds. The tilting the stick also, changes the speed value.
I like the way you said smashing the stick, because I'm guessing that's where... No, that's not where the name comes from.
I think it is, actually.
Okay.
I think that's why they're called smash attacks.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You're just smashing the stick. But that's what I call it, at least. But, like, with a fight stick, literally, no matter what, no matter how much you tilt the stick forward or backwards or whatever, you're always going to move the same speed.
Right.
But it's crazy. And about the thing with like the air dashes, like I sit there, I play Fukuwa, and then I'm like, okay, I have an air dash. My dash itself is a run.
Yeah.
But then I play someone like Beowulf, and his dashes are like
for Skullgirls.
Yeah. And like he doesn't have an air dash and stuff like that, so you gotta just like keep that in mind.
Yeah, keep that in mind. What I really like in Skullgirls is like honestly, the art is really important. Or like graphics is really important when it comes to fighting games. As nitpicky as that sounds, if you're playing a game that just looks like garbage and you can't tell what you're looking at most of the time, stick figures.
I mean, like, it depends. Like, if they do it right and like, you know, they make the stick figures have like real good animation, like that's actually gonna look really good. But like choppy 2 frame per second stick figures, nah.
I know they really worked on the design for Skullgirls. Like they when they cut out frames, like they have to like, you know, redraw or like add something new like that, which is actually really cool.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
I feel like Skullgirls is like the what is that hand drawn game that's like that came out like last year? Cuphead. Yeah, because it has a really good like indie backing.
Oh yeah, Cuphead. Oh.
And Cuphead was a good game. The music is so good.
Oh, the music too. All right, we'll save that for let's save that for another. Let's save music for another episode. But honestly, music is another big thing because if I'm sitting there, sometimes I have the volume off, especially if I'm like in a Discord call or whatever. But if I'm like alone, just sitting, I want my ears to feel as good as me landing these combos in a fighting game. Like,
also fighting game producers, please make your training mode music or training room music just really catchy. Just make your training mode music just nice to listen to and just not like super annoying.
True.
Oh my god,
I do like playing training stages.
Yeah, you know that's the staple.
Yeah.
That's how you grind.
Yeah, and if you have bad spec computers. That was me with this little laptop here playing Street Fighter 5.
Is that the only stage you could have played?
That's the only stage I could run, and it would still run really bad.
I gotta get a new computer.
Oh,
I need a new computer so that I can play fighting games better. And not get mad about just the things. Oh my goodness.
Oh, dude, and trying to play Tekken 7 at your place, literally the load times.
It's bad.
Oh my god.
Because like I know that happens in my place because I've been going to Japan and going to the Sega Tower and playing Tekken. It's like this. You go. It's like fast. It's fast as hell. You can go wherever you want. It's so fast. You can step in like the back corner of like the floor of the Sega Tower and just play Tekken there. You know. You're just connected with somebody that's right next to you or that's 2 floors up from you.
God bless.
I wish I knew all these things I did when I started playing fighting games. I think Tekken 7 just implemented, with a new patch, like new things for training mode too. They just showed up with frame data.
Oh yeah.
And like what's punishable, like the
advantage,
like the color.
Oh yeah.
What's it called? I don't know what it's specifically called, but what moves are like punishable and what what isn't punishable is like highlighted a different color.
Do you mean just like general frame advantage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know that was
that's in Street Fighter 5.
Mod.
Really?
Is that Street Fighter 5 too?
Yeah.
That's also in there. I didn't.
Yeah. And also Skullgirls has it too.
See, this is why I like new fighting games. It caters to the
people who actually want to grind.
They play it late, and then they also cater to the people that are just new to it as well.
That's true. Because story modes are usually pretty nice. They teach you stuff,
Yeah, it's just there.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to, like, whenever I want to learn a fighting game, I'll play a little bit of the story mode.
Yeah, you don't really need like an in-depth thing. You just need like a general synopsis of what the characters, what they're doing,
what they do, their specials probably, what they look like, etc.
I would like to say I'll give credit to anime fighting games because they have really interesting and amazingly looking like cool like character designs.
Yeah. Dude,
except for Under Night In-Birth, that stupid, that giant tank. That's my favorite character. That's my favorite. Yeah, you come up to somebody, dude. What's your favorite fighting game character? Oh, Blitz Tank. What's he look like? Oh, he's a giant tank with a skull. It's like, oh, that's so metal, dude. Like, what? His moves is so dumb. Oh, he's like, I think he's a guest character on that game too.
Is he?
Blitz Tank. He comes from like He comes from another anime fighting game.
Dude, Blaze Blue.
So many anime fighting games.
Have you tried Blaze Blue?
I've never really tried to get into an anime fighting game.
I mean, that's fair.
I want to because of how popular they are. They also want to. I know they have really, like, really good mechanics. They have like interesting mechanics that you have to like get into.
True.
And like it's anime, so like mechanics are like also like
Flashy.
comeback, like really flashy comeback.
Yeah.
They're like, you know, it makes you feel good. I'm hyped for that. I'm down to play.
I'm okay. Sorry. Well, whatever.
Okay, yeah. I think we'll play that now. It's like,
yeah,
we'll play that after this.
Now. No. But I think it's about a good time to stop off.
Yeah.
So we can at least have some stuff for next time. But like I said, this will be streamed every Friday, 7 p.m. Usually when I come out for work. But thank you for watching.
You'll have to hear my voice like every Friday now.
Yeah. And if you have any like suggestions, there's Discord. We do have a Discord. Or SoundCloud if you're listening through that, or YouTube. Leave them in the comments. Be sure to follow. Come back for new episodes, etc., etc.
Oh my god, you have this whole outro just planned out.
Oh yes. That's about it.
If you hit me up on Discord, I won't respond. I mean, I'll look at it, but you know, I'll relay the message back to to Sebastian instead. You know, so it'll get there.
I mean, if you're watching on Twitch right now, !Discord is the command.
Oh, that's nice.
Sharkbot will give it to you, or Twitter. My Twitter is the Cursive Shark. Do you have a Twitter?
I do not have a Twitter. I will make a Twitter, I guess now.
You don't have to.
No, I mean, no. I want to stay involved.
That's up to you.
Well, but also. I'll have to change my avatar.
Oh yeah, his avatar is just like a Pikachu with glasses. God knows how Nintendo is going to snipe us for that. But no. Also, if you want to help, you want to help support. You don't have to donate or anything, but you can if you want to. ! Donate.
Donate to Sebastian.
Stop.
Anyways, I donate to Sebastian.
No, stop. Anyways, or you could sub to the channel if you're doing it on Twitch, or just subscribing / following, whichever one you're using. Liking helps a lot. Or just share it with your friends. If you have someone else that likes fighting games, you think they would enjoy this, feel free.
AKA bait somebody in a fighting game so you're gonna beat their butt 24/7.
No. But I think that's about it. We will see you next Friday.
We await your return, warrior.